That little ditty could mean only one thing. We have an hour of Crosby, Stills, and Nash. No, you won't get that. Thinking Real Estate. Laura Dwyer Schlecke and Jackie Austin today.
Yeah, Bill's on assignment.
Yep.
He's actually where I was on Monday and Tuesday.
Where were you?
I was in Grand Rapids at the CEOs for Cities Conference. It's a national conference. And there were 75 cities represented. And I'll have to
Wow.
go through the book and see.
That's a lot of cities.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's a lot of big cities. Like the last speaker was the mayor from Philadelphia. And of course Grand Rapids, I don't know where Grand Rapids falls in the size category, but Des Moines, Iowa, Detroit, quite a few people from Detroit.
So you were representing Jackson or just there on your own?
I was there gleaming everything I could get on behalf of Jackson. Yeah, it's very cool. I mean, you think about Grand Rapids. The name of the conference was the Art of Collaboration, and so it was right where Art Prize ends today, I think. I don't know. Soon.
Who knew?
Who knew? Have you been over to Art Prize?
You know, I've been busy.
It,
No, I haven't.
But it's, we talked, Rick DeVos, who's the grandson of the DeVos that
Yeah.
started that renovated the Grand Amway.
Dick DeVos. Yeah.
And he's the one who started Art Prize. So
Oh.
he told us where the thought process came about. And it started as a result of a group of people getting together, and he said, well, let's do a music festival. Or a film festival. And then he quickly realized that everybody does a film festival. And how do you differentiate yourself? And that's where the birth of the Art Prize came about. And I think it's only been around 4 years at
Yeah.
the most.
Like that, yeah.
We've done a number of stories on it, but I don't get to Grand Rapids very often.
Yeah.
Ella Sharp did a little seminar on it. They had somebody that's one of the coordinators of Art
Yeah.
Prize came in, and I went to that, and I was really interested in it. They talked about how it all started and all that stuff, and so I'm kind of jealous that you got to see any of it.
Oh. Well, I only got to see. I didn't. The conference was back to back to back. I mean, you really.
Well, let's
didn't
back
have a
up. What
chance.
is Art Prize?
Art Prize is the reason Art Prize has been so successful, and correct me if you've heard something different, Jackie, is that there's $500,000 worth of prize money out there,
Mm-hmm.
and so that draws people. And there's
And basically what it is it's a citywide art installation.
Mhm.
So there are hundreds of artists all over the city that display their art in different locations. There's business owners that have their places open for artists to display, and then they're matched up with different artists, and there may be one artist in a location or multiple, and people can just walk around the entire city and see different forms of art.
Now, we do that here. Small scale.
Small
Right.
scale.
Yeah.
right. I don't know that we have prize money.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is, yeah.
No, I mean, it's
Jackie's working on
nothing you're going to live on, but
project,
yeah, there's
but
prizes.
anytime.
Well,
You
and
can-
the thing about Art Prize is that it's not just one prize. There's multiple prizes. There's different ways you earn the prizes. There's a judging contest, so they have a panel of judges for some artists. There's audience participation, so that you can go online while you're walking around and vote for your favorites. It's very interactive, and it gets the entire city involved. That's, I think, the biggest thing about it is that it's a citywide project. It's
Mhm.
not just one area.
Not just
or-
the downtown merchants.
Right, or
Yeah.
it's not that it's not a small thing. It's a big
Right.
big project.
And the art is just amazing, and always different.
Mhm.
And I
So
love
where
the
does
ones.
the cash come from? Is that coming
Well, it
from
originally came from the DeVosses,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they have other forms. I'm assuming
They
they have
actually, I
sponsors
don't
and
think
stuff
they
now.
talked about that at this conference.
Yeah,
so
they-
it
Oh.
came
they
from-
didn't go
Should've
into-
asked them.
Yeah, well, it was a fast and furious conference. It was
Right.
very cool.
Yeah,
Well, the
well,
DeVosses aren't running out of money.
Right.
So-
No, I'll tell you what, the Children's Hospital and the Women's Hospital and Michigan State's over there with their medical school now. They have 22 higher education, healthcare, and manufacturing of some kind over in that city now. But 6 years ago, it's only 6 years ago, it was, a town that was in need of, it was a barren slate.
Grand Rapids?
Yeah, that's what they said.
I didn't know that.
And that's when they formed the Grand Action,
Committee?
apparently.
Okay.
I'm sure they said 6 years, so if I'm wrong on that, don't hold me to it. But they had the Grand View, where they decided what they wanted, and then they had the Grand Action. And they didn't depend on the government to solve their problem. It was community. It was a private.
All private.
Yeah, it's a city. They call it the network of leaders, and it didn't include. They just did not rely on the government to solve the problem, and I think that's what makes a difference.
Well, what makes a difference there? You have the DeVos family and their
Every community,
trillionaires.
every community has their
Okay. Yep.
their family
Well,
like
and
that.
there's small things you can do. I listened to a webinar earlier this week about a project called Better Block, and it's where they go in and they take one single block in a city and transform it. They add pop-up retail. They change the way the streets run, so they add bike lanes, add outdoor eating, things like that, and they just do it for a 2-day period. And it's to show what an area can do. And that project is entirely volunteer, private people that just come out for a day or two and put in some elbow grease. So things can be done.
So should we do that?
Well, actually, I am working on a pop-up retail for the holiday, and I'm hoping to have it operational starting November 1st. So November and December.
Where is that popping up
It's a
at?
secret right now.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
It's all
I
about
can't.
mystery.
Yeah,
Oh.
a few obstacles keep getting in my way.
I won't be able to
So
sleep at night.
I know. So right now I'm trying to confirm the location.
Okay.
I may have to change the location, but
Will I be the first one to hear about it?
I will make sure
Okay.
you are. I am looking for retail operations to work out of it. I'm trying to minimize the cost, just need to cover the cost of, I have to put in place insurance and then obviously reimburse the property owner for,
So is this like something
Lighting.
for the holidays?
yeah.
Is it?
mhm,
Okay.
mhm. But I want, I want it to be,
Festive.
well, it's gonna kind of be a juried, you're gonna need to show us what you have.
Well, yeah, you're not going
And-
to let anybody.
Right, exactly.
Well, the point of it is to show what an area can do and show these retailers that possibly they could do a permanent location in
Right,
Jackson.
that they'll have the support from the community, or that their product is something that's viable.
Okay, let me ask you, is this new retail or people that are already here that might want to? I don't know.
It's probably gonna be somebody that may be selling what they have from their home.
Okay.
Is one person that I can think of. Another one is, this person is selling it in a whole different other state, but is from Jackson
Okay.
and and he's actually moving the operation to Jackson. So this will give him an opportunity to see if opening a store with that product will work. So if anybody's got a product that they want to sell, whether it's art, whether it's, flowers, whatever you would buy during the Christmas season, I would say, call me, 780-3800, and we can,
What do we need downtown? That's what we want to
Right.
think about is what are the shops that you'd love to just spend a day in downtown Jackson and be able to walk to everything you need.
right. Clothing, I don't think we have any clothing other than bridal gowns. And you
That's
don't wear one of
crazy.
those every day.
That's crazy.
Let's hope. So, flower shop. I'm trying to think what the DDA had said.
I have a whole
Rebecca
list, and
had
I
a
never-
list of things. So that hopefully will come together, and I should know by our next show. So tune in.
Wow. Next Thursday,
Announcement.
Yeah, how's that for a
the
cliffhanger?
10th.
Right.
Come on back.
So the back to the Grand Rapids conference, it was all about collaboration, and I actually talked to two people yesterday that had mentioned that they're kind of tired of the negative attitudes in Jackson.
I'm shocked.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I'm stunned.
I'm stunned that it was only 2 people.
well, to have that comment in one day.
It's tiring.
It-
Hear the negative.
Well, and also I think the negative attitude holds us back. You have to have a can do, try it, let's get out there and
Yeah,
see
it's
if it works.
harder to find those people than it is
We need
the
vision.
naysayers.
Right. Everybody, I mean,
Ask Mark Daly.
I have a whole lot of, yeah. I mean, I don't know how people survive on the negative attitude. That just blows me away. Think of what you could get done if you said, let's give it a shot.
Right.
Let's figure a way over the obstacles. I am not a no person. I hate the word no.
She does.
I think anything's possible.
Yeah.
Trying to see whatever, I've got pages and pages.
So what
of
kind of
notes.
collaborations should we be doing here?
Well, they did it, and you look to the qualities of, or the features of the community. Manufacturing is extremely strong in Jackson. I think our Jackson Area Manufacturing Association does a fabulous job of just getting the word out. I mean, I must get an email a day from them on things that they're working on.
Mm-hmm.
And so we should take the qualities that we have. We have great higher education. We have 3 really good schools, Spring Arbor,
Right.
JC, Baker,
Mhm.
and then you have the smaller organizations that specialize. You have Career Quest. So you have the good educational, and what do they and then you've got Allegiance, who's now has the residency program. You have a strong anchor in Consumers Energy, Eaton Corporation, Certainteed. I mean, just think of, you've got the prison, and so we have to look at what we have and build our clusters around what we have or what we want to be. They also talked about collaboration with education on just the level of high school, and down, that the community needs to get involved. We can't just leave it to the educators to solve that problem. I have to debrief myself on all these notes. There's just so many ideas that came out of it.
What about the city collaborating with just the other local units of government?
They did talk about that.
The townships?
Yeah,
the-
I think when you're talking about consolidating schools or townships, people get territorial.
Very.
And we need to get beyond that territorial and see what's going to benefit everybody. I obviously don't have this, even consolidation. I had a conversation yesterday with somebody that they're interested in a public safety model. Is it the right thing to do? I have no idea. Collaboration on, it could be collaboration on garbage and leaf pickup, for God's sake. There's so many places that you could start, even on a small level. But people got to get past that territorial and say what's best for the community, what's best for our constituents. Job security, they think of it, and they shouldn't be thinking of it that way, because I think if you collaborate, other things will spawn off of that.
That's tough, though.
Well, there's a lot of places I think you could consolidate. Permitting, assessing, just to name a couple.
Are you taking calls?
Sure.
Good morning.
Calling in. How are you this morning? This is Mr. Schlechte himself calling in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
good
didn't know.
morning.
Are you listening or not?
No, I can't.
Isn't he supposed to be teaching?
Aren't you teaching a class?
I have a guest lecturer in there at the moment, so no, I'm not teaching class. Although I guess I could actually do this during class if I wanted to. So no, I can't hear. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm calling and making sure that you're not
Oh.
Oh, that's
this
that
is-
legal protection.
This is complete today.
Wow, wow. Yeah, we were talking about the conference I just went to in Grand Rapids.
Well, then it was probably pointless for me to call in because I don't have a question. I only have answers, but you haven't even given me a question, so I just forget about it.
I'm impressed that you remembered the phone number.
He didn't.
I didn't have to call you out.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, there you go.
Thanks, Bill, for checking in. You can go back to class.
Did you hang up on him?
I did.
Oh.
Well, we only have a couple minutes.
Oh. You know, one thing when they were talking about education,
Yeah.
they were talking about the digital divide and how the internet, having access to the internet for all citizens of a community, would really enhance the education effort. And there's actually a partnership with Comcast that I'm going to pursue.
Okay.
That I can't remember which community had it. I think may have been. It was. I think it was Philadelphia, but.
Well, that's the home of Comcast. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that if Comcast does it with one municipality, that they'll work with other municipalities on it. But there's a.
From Philadelphia to Jackson.
Hey, listen.
That's a natural collaboration.
Listen, I like to think of Jackson as
Yeah.
a big city.
Well, we're
A
34,000.
small, big city. Yeah.
Small
But
city
they.
with big dreams.
Yeah. If you don't dream big, you don't get anything, right? Maybe. I just like to try. But Comcast, if you have students that qualify for free lunch, you get internet for $9.95.
What?
I pay
Way more than that.
No, I pay $77 a month
For internet?
for for
your-
actually that's just TV.
Yeah, I was say your internet.
Yeah, so I don't even know what it is with
Well,
Well, I
internet.
know like mine is like $50.
So that way,
Well,
I
you
mean,
have it bundled?
No.
Your TV, your internet?
we work off our internet. Every time I use the internet, I'm at the office. I live right next door to the office, for God's sake. So I don't need it in my house.
So you don't have internet at your house? Now that shocks me.
I don't. When I'm home, the little bit I'm home,
Yeah.
I'm not on the computer.
Okay. Well, that surprises me.
Yeah, I just don't.
iPhone? Are you on
I
your
do.
computer on your phone?
I get my. I don't
You
read
have
my.
to, don't you?
I don't read
You're-
my
you're a
email on
realtor.
my. I don't read my
She's not
email.
You're a
very often.
councilwoman.
I don't read
You're
my.
a collaborator.
I don't read my email on my phone.
Okay.
The reason, I mean, I
That's
might
fine.
look at it, but I don't respond only because I want one source. I want to get all my information in one place because I don't have extra time to keep checking back and forth. I have a tough enough time going back and checking my texts, checking Facebook, emails, voicemail. Anything else that where people leave
You need
messages?
to get
the
on
office. Oh
I'm
God,
good.
I have a Twitter. I just every now post on it, but I never follow anything. There's only so much the human brain can absorb and do. So I'll try and debrief this if there's anything that.
Are you taking
comes in.
calls?
Sure.
Good morning. Oh,
Maybe it was Bill and he just accidentally dialed.
I think it was a butt dial.
Well, he got a new phone yesterday.
Okay.
And I find when I throw my phone down, it dials whoever, I don't know. What do we have for time? Oh, wow, that flew. So it looks like we have an open house on Sunday, 1 to 2:30, 740 West Washington. Nice house, not too far from my place. $90,000, and it's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, over 1,700 square feet.
That's between West Ave and 4th somewhere.
That is. It's actually abuts the alley that goes to the Presbyterian Church. So,
It's a really cool house. It's got a lot of living space on the first
Mm-hmm.
floor. There's a living room, family room, and formal dining room, and a master bedroom on the first floor. So
yeah, it's a great house.
and main floor laundry.
All for $90,000.
Wow.
And then we have a new listing at 3126 Proman. This is a cream puff of a house. It's got huge fenced in yard right off of Detman Road. And it's 94.9. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and it's over 900 square feet. And then a price reduction at 619 Winifred. and that's now down to 36. Where'd that start, Jackie?
50.
50,000. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, almost 1,000 square feet, and that is a short sale.
It is a short sale.
So you have to have a little patience.
But it's Bank of America's already pre-approved it, so
Oh,
we're good.
so come in with an offer.
That's
Come-
is that in the Jackson High area? Where is
It's
that?
off of Ganson, just north of Ganson, right where Ganson and Wildwood split.
Okay,
Blackman Township.
Mm-hmm.
So the call us to look at any property on the market. Oh, and maybe next week we can talk about for sale by owners, because I'm seeing quite a few
Yeah, I've seen a
for
few
sale
of
by
those.
owners now still
Really?
popping up. Yeah.
Okay.
So the market's changing in that.
your hotline?
780-3800.
Just know they've got a full line of boxes and packaging services to make.